Hey there everybody, welcome back to Ultimate Skyrim. This is Season 1, Episode 53. Finally, as I've been teasing in subsequent episodes, previous episodes, we are playing as a new character today. It's very exciting. This guy is Armand. He is a Breton, and we have received the Wandering Merchant start, which is actually really lucky and appropriate because I was hoping with this character to kind of pursue a magical merchant kind of scenario where we actually go on trade routes, profitability like routes, and going from city to city and selling high and buying low if we can play our cards right. I wanted his main skills to be magical, with also an emphasis on speechcraft and maybe some follower fun where we can get like traveling band of friends, of rogues, and who knows what faction kind of stuff that we'll do. Maybe Thieves Guild, maybe even Dark Brotherhood stuff. It'd be interesting to be kind of like a mogul assassin. Basically, my train of thought with this boy is to do some really interesting, indirect kind of combat and adventure where we, use our support abilities like maybe conjuration with followers, and then actual followers too that we hire with our massive amounts of gold in order to get people to do our dirty work for us, so to speak. Also, I wanted to do this character type to show off some of the new features that are in this version of Ultimate Skyrim. Keep in mind that what you guys are seeing here is pretty much the final version. This is the version that you guys are going to have your hands on in however long it takes me to finish that actual technical document. The only real changes that'll be made from this point onward will be any bugs that we encounter during the playthrough, and also any mods that are updated as we move along. So I'm really excited to show this to you guys. Of course, we have to make sure that we don't die. And I'm going to try really hard to make that be the case in these first opening hours, because as we know, the most dangerous time in the game is right now. So as good players, let's go ahead and take stock of what we have. The first thing that we have, the first asset that our character will want to make use of is this horse. As you guys know from other playthroughs, horses are very valuable, and we're going to go ahead and take this one. I'm getting back off. That is not what I intended. We're going to adopt it for ourselves, because this is not a stolen horse. This is one that we can adopt ourselves. It's supposed to belong to us, so we're going to use immersive horses to do that right now. And we are going to name it... What do we name our horse? Our horse, I'm feeling that our horse's name is Max. That was the name of my first cat that I ever had. And why is it all lowercase? That's actually immersion breaking for me. Can I readopt it? Dismiss? Whatever. His name is Max now, and that's just, we're gonna have to take it. It was my first cat. Also, thank you guys all so much for the happy birthday wishes. I'm recording this episode after my birthday, the day after. So please bear with me, as my head is a jackhammer and my body is one giant dehydrated piece of human garbage. So that's where I am right now, personally. And hopefully I'll still be able to keep us alive, because this game is fucking hard, as we've found in previous episodes. Let's go ahead and take stock of our inventory here. We have quite a bit of carry weight. In fact, I'm surprised we can walk at all. This version contains a lot of updates to mods that we've seen in Ultimate Skyrim. One of which is Frostfall, so now our warmth and coverage will apply to things so much faster, and the new system is really unique and interesting to look at. We got a lot of really fun stuff in the mix here, and it's a generally much more polished experience, I would say. I'm very proud of what we've managed to put together here, and I'm so excited that it's so close to getting into your guys' hand. Oh, excuse me, I'm choking on my own spit. That's what I meant to tell you, is that I'm feeling wonderful today, as you can imagine. Okay, so we got some cool stuff here. Let's go ahead and take stock of our armor first thing. Now, I'm thinking... oh yeah, this is one of the other super cool things, is that the newest version of Behind the Curtain is installed, which means that there's all different kinds of fun new things for like robes and blessings and stuff for us to play with. Although I don't think that this character will necessarily be divine focused, it would be stupid of us not to take advantage of the divine's overhauls that are included, and I think that'll be really fun. Perhaps we'll be adherents to Zenithar, because he's the kind of god of commerce. So we can wear our blue robes. We're going to want to be careful in terms of engagements and armor abilities, because I'm thinking if we can manage, if I can put some points in alteration quickly, we can get some mage armor and not have to wear regular armor, at least if we were smart about who we engage with in the beginning here. But the rest of the stuff we can sell off pretty easily. I think our first priorities are going to be mage armor spells, some very basic protection. and then some conjuration spells, and then follower stuff. So we have like a buffer between us and the bad guys. I think would be the smart thing to do. You know, make our money work for us, so to speak. Circlet of Major Illusion. We can hold on to this potentially if we get a archer follower. So I'm going to equip this Dark Trim Ice Wolf Skin Cloak. God knows we need that, rather. Necklace of Minor Lockpicking. Also, I could try and dabble in some thief stuff. Ooh, Novice Robes of Alteration and Destruction. And Illusion. Wow, so much of these. These are pretty good. The problem with this, and this is what's going to be really interesting, is that, you know, I know how the system works. I design kind of the parameters around like the trade routes and everything like that, but I don't know exactly which items of all the items that have different regional prices. I don't know how all of them stack up against like region to region. So I'm really looking forward to in this playthrough is getting to know that kind of stuff and getting better at learning what kinds of items are more valuable where and what kinds of items, you know, we should try and buy in certain locations and so on and so forth. We got a lot of stuff here that we can sell off. Maybe for now, it would be nice to put on some armor, but not heavy armor. Maybe some studded armor for now. I don't know. It's really hard to say. I'm already indecisive. But what we obviously want to do first is make it to Riften, because that's where we're close to, and we'll be able to sell off some stuff that we have. Just get kind of an early influx of equipment and gold. How does that sound? We got some lightly stale apples. Got all different kinds of books here. Oh, we have some spell tomes already. Interesting. Spell tome, clairvoyance 1. That's worth more as a what's it called? As money. One of the brand new mods. Well, the mod itself is not brand new, but it's new for the configuration. Is book cover Skyrim. So we have both book cover Skyrim, excuse me, and the Lost Library, which adds in a bunch of new books to the game. This is one of the optional mods. You don't have to run this mod alongside your installation of Ultimate Skyrim. It is one of the mods that I have made patchable with one of my compatibility patches, just because the super nice textures, as you can see here, may run your video RAM short if you don't have a whole lot of that. The other thing is if I'm going to use Destruction as my primary, what's it called? My primary death dealer. I think I will. So why don't we just start investing in that now? Yeah, Spell Tome, Icewind. Caster evokes a blast of cold that freezes everyone inside for 20 points per second, draining both health and stamina. When the spell is released, the cold slowly ebbs away. Wow. Jeez, that sounds pretty valuable. Let's go ahead and throw that up there. Mage Armor 1, that is what I'm fucking talking about. Hell yes. And Conjuration. We're going to need all of those things. And Raging Orb. Illusion spells, I'm not super sure about. Restoration, probably we're going to want to do. Although Arcane Ward 2 is so valuable right here and now that we might want to sell it anyway. Let's go ahead and take some perks real fast in our skills and see what we're going to do here. See, Conjuration. Definitely Conjuration. Visage of the Dead requires Lichdom. That's all the Lich stuff. Who knows if we'll make it to that one day. Your basic Conjuration skill allows you to augment fundamental Conjuration spells. Let's go ahead and see what we have already. Randomized Word Walls. We need to... Oh, and this should be running now. Let's make sure it runs. This way I can do it on camera so you guys will know who is this person. And they do not look friendly. Uh-oh. Let's get the hell out of here first. Hold on a second, everybody. Hold on, I'm backing up here. I don't know who this person is or what they want. But maybe we should do some of this quality of life stuff. Yeah, that person does not look friendly. I don't think they are. I think they just tried to cast a spell at me. Is this their horse? Oh, they are running after me. Should we try and get them? What do you guys think? Let's see. You can see some of these powers are a little bit different. Dragon skin. Once per day, a Breton can call upon their elven blood to protect them from all magical effects. Why don't we do that? And we're going to take on this person. How does that sound? Did I do it? Oh, there we go. Why am I walking? Oh, I'm too heavy. Okay, you know what? We should not be trying to fight a mage. Let's go ahead and run back up. Hopefully they don't get the drop on us, but at least we have that magical protection up. Where is that person? I don't like this. I don't like that I don't know where they went and that they... Ooh. What do we have here? Just mark this area. I'll have to dismount before I can do that. What exactly are you trying to do? Dayspring Canyon. Interesting. As you guys can see, we have a new mod running in the environment. that is called I Activate. It was one of the heavily requested mods from you guys. It's basically going to make our interface super immersive, because you got to get that immersion, right? It's all about those immersion points. And it's going to remove the button prompts from our, you know, like talking and everything like that. So hopefully that will make things even cleaner. I'm a big fan of clean interfaces. Hello, my friend. Is this, what's his face, the Wanderer?
Hello there, fellow traveler. One itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service.
Yeah, can you teach me about speechcraft? That's actually super useful.
Well, after a little incident with a roguish lad and the daughter of a prominent thane, well, let's just say best luck.
Okay, tall Scar.
Afraid not. But if you're serious about sharpening that tongue, you might try the Bard's College in Solitude.
That's something for us to do. Why don't we try and do the Bard's College as like the first thing? Or maybe not the first thing. I think it sends us in some, what's it called? Some dungeons that we might be ill prepared for. But I mean, hey, I bet you we can make enough money to hire a simple follower. First thing. Oop. Sounds like bandits. Can we just take a minute to appreciate how beautiful this reach is? Ooh, I hear water in the background. Oh, that's a wolf. How about we get him, see how much his pelt is worth. That we can do, because we have a horse. As you can also see, we have horsing around running. In fact, we can go ahead and I want to kind of offset this. Oh, before we do this. Actually, never mind. I was going to run our randomized word walls spell just to make sure it was working, but I don't want to do that out here in the wilderness, which seems like a very bad idea. So what we're going to do, I'm going to adjust this real fast. Got horsing around. This is going to fix any of our camera needs. Let's augment that by what? Maybe 7? See how that looks. That's my y-axis. I'm looking for my z-axis now that I think about it. On configuration, horsing around. Z-axis, let's put it up by about 10 points. I think this will do it. There we go. So now we can always see what's in front of our character. And that paired with the new horse animations, I think will make for a very fun horse riding experience. Let's go ahead and take a look at our horse's stats. See, speed rating of 112%. We're very familiar with this type of horse because this is what we purchased in the last playthrough that we had for the longest time was our beautiful horse Ingrid, who was unceremoniously killed by vampires in what was probably the second most enthralling moment of the playthrough. The first being, of course, that dragon attack. I don't think I can get in from this this direction. Maybe I can. Whatever, we might as well jump across to the front. Ooh boy, we're so close to the front entrance. Ooh, I'm getting a couple chugs here. Seems like the camera's dicking out. Maybe I shouldn't count my chickens before they hatch. Oh, I think it's working fine now. Although, I haven't spent a lot of time, messing with horsing around, so I can't exactly attest to its stability. I guess you can look at this almost as play testing in a way, too. I like my coat. Pretty fancy. Off we go. Here's the carriage. Oh, this is the other thing, too, is that I swapped out one of our carriage overhauls for touring carriages, which will allow us to actually ride the carriages. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, because now if we want to, we can sit and actually, like, ride them in real time.
To Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
Is that so? What is the tax for?
For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
It matters because this is obviously a shakedown.
All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
That's right. Don't play no games with me, my friend. I'm a worldly, well-traveled merchant.
You can head inside when you're
You can't play that kind of game with me. The only problem with this whole I Activate business, where the button isn't on a screen anymore, is that it doesn't appear at all over doors that are not locked. Because we also have the mod, which I love this mod. I think it's absolutely amazing. The mod that is called Address Unknown. I believe it's one of Isoku's mods. It's kind of got like his fingertips all over it, or fingerprints. It seems like the sort of thing he'd make. But basically, you guys might have noticed this in the previous playthrough because it's there. That mod makes it so that you can't see the names of cells when you load into them. Which I think makes a big difference in terms of like exploring the world. Like if you go like this, it's like this. Normally there would be a cell thing saying that I would be going to Skyrim, like like the overworld Skyrim. But if you go to like a building or something that you've never been to before, like a bar or really any building, oop, he's naked. That's not supposed to be. All right, I need to make a note of that.
I don't know you.
Unless maybe he is supposed to be naked. Maybe that's his deal. I'm just passing through Mall. But anyway.
Well, I got news for you. There's nothing to see here. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Fine.
The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back. So keep your nose out of their business. Me, I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you.
Okay, so I am supposed to be here then, because you can make money off of me. Alright, let's see. Let's try a persuasion check. 11 speech, maybe I'll be able to manage it.
Then you're stupider than you look.
Hell yeah.
You better watch your ass around.
I take it that was not a successful speech check. Am I really supposed to take you seriously? You're naked. Wait, here we go. I gotta check this guy. See what last edited him. Oh, it says it was Requiem. Who knows? I'm trying to see about that. Make a note of it. Anyway, what I was saying about Address Unknown and why I love it is that I think it's kind of silly if you've never been to a place and you suddenly know where it is. I think it's a lot more fun if you discover a new building and you don't exactly know where it is and you can't see inside it just by looking at the door. So it makes it a little bit more fun to like explore places. Beautiful Riften. Anyway, now that we're here, we can sort through the stuff in our inventory without worrying about whether or not we're gonna die. So we wanted to check our spells. I remember that was oh, we want to do randomized word walls. You're about to randomize the locations of the word walls in Skyrim. Do not do anything until the randomization is complete. Yes, sir. I need to stay out of the menus, or can I jump into my menus and arrange other things? I did this off camera as well, but I wanted to do this on camera so that you guys know for sure that it's there, and then that way we can see together if it's still malfunctioning, as it's supposed to be. Otherwise, supposed not to be. We had some problems with that in the previous playthrough with Hjolfred. Also, you guys have been asking me about Hjolfred and kind of what the deal is with her. I figured I'll just sprinkle her in, right, until the season ends, wherever we're just having fun. If we want to, like, if I feel like changing it up and playing Hjolfred instead of Armand for a little bit, we can do that. It's just super no stress, feel it out, and we'll just see what we want, you know? It's more fun that way, I think. Did it do it? Am I good? There it is. Randomization complete. You may proceed playing the game. Thank you so much. How nice. Alright, now to check our spells and see what we got going on. Build campfire, create item, focus fire. These are all going to be useful. Harvest wood, horse menu power. That one I don't really need that much. Well, maybe. Why not? We'll just have it. Horse ownership power. Don't need that one right now at the very least. You know, actually, I don't need either one of those because I have them hotkeyed. Ice wind. That's my... So I don't have any spell, really. Except for the ones that I just used. That's okay. Search, leader's teleportation, and telepathy. We will want those. And I think we're good. Right? So now we can go back into our inventory and start looking at these. The Arcane Ward is a restoration. This is illusion. I mean, if we're already spreading ourselves a little bit thin in terms of build. If we're doing speechcraft and destruction and conjuration, we might want to focus on those, and alteration rather. So that's pretty much stretched thin. What do we have in here? Some things that we can sell. Corundum ore and such. Iron ore, lesser soul gems. Nothing we're gonna really need to enchant anytime soon. 10 torches. That's nice to have. Why don't we pop over to the, I don't know, just like the market. See what we can sell. Hello, stranger. Who are you? Is it gonna...
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim.
Well, there we go. There's a mercenary, so we know someone we can hire.
Roads of Skyrim alone.
I agree, Vorny. Maybe you'll be our first hire. So, oh, I love it. Dawn of Riften, everybody. Although I do not like how slow I am. So the number one thing... Oh, and here, you can check out the new real estate functionality. Interact property sign. So this is what we'll be able to do. Is purchase establishments. Inns are, I think, the most expensive ones that we can purchase. So we're not going to be purchasing that inn anytime soon, but we can purchase houses and shops and all different kinds of things. And it's perfectly compatible with... what's it called? Expanded towns and cities, so you can really develop your real estate empire. And as of right now, it is also required of us to have prerequisite speechcraft perks before we can buy, you know, like more expensive things. More expensive properties, that is, which I felt really fit with the line of everything else we've been doing, where, you know, and I felt like it fit the philosophy of Requiem, where if you want to be able to do, like, basic functionality, basic kind of stuff with a skill tree, you do have to invest perks to be able to do it.
My husband, Darcy, will be the death of me.
Oh, yeah?
He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about him.
Your mouth is not moving. We speak.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
Yes. Oh, it's Mule. Tell me about the Thieves Guild, Mule.
To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I'm trying not to care. Yeah.
That's a shame. Too many people in Riften share your view, and look where it's getting them. It's going to take more than just myself and Aaron to help this city. It has to want to help itself first.
All right, Mule. Tell me about the Blackbriars. You seem to have such heavy-handed opinions on the rest of what's going on in Riften.
Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city.
Yay.
Bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail.
Who else is in the family? Yeah.
Penguin Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master.
Jeez.
And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, where is Mule from?
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between.
Huh.
Many years ago, I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth.
Oh, man.
You and I are alike. We seek talent and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarity...
Wow, what a cool interaction.
Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust.
Very interesting. Well, it's like she's basically completely surmised our motivations in just like one conversation and perfectly commentated on what we wanted, actually. It's like she's like, I finished searching for wealth and fortune before, and I'm like, oh shit, like that's exactly what we're doing. Like, am I gonna have to reevaluate my character's direction in all of the first episode? Like, geez, Emil.
It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies, and deceit are the order of the day. If it wasn't for Aaron, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago. It was Aaron who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason. So I stayed.
Wow. I had no idea that Mule had such a developed backstory. This is super cool.
Safe travels.
It's like, well, I don't think that our paths would align a whole lot, but I'm happy that we participated in that conversation.
Listen to an old man.
All right. Jesus.
All right, then.
He's, I think that's the Falscar. Either Falscar or Worm's Tooth content. I can't remember which. I think it's Falscar. Hello.
Come to see Ballerman perform miracles with steel, eh?
Yeah, you seem quite proud of your work, my friend.
Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame.
Hell yeah.
The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'll try and get some for you. Why not?
Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life.
Nice. All right. So, if we do everything properly, if we go around the routes properly, we should be able to make a profit. I'm actually kind of curious to see exactly how well this works, because I've tried to gear it so it will be possible.
Take a look.
So here's what I'm thinking. Let's see. This will probably take me a quick second, but here's what I think our role should be. I think that we're going to go from town to town, right? We're going to sell off what we can. We're going to acquire goods where we can. And then just ride the carriages and just be like a whole carriage, like traveling caravan dealio. We're going to pick up, some bodyguards. I mean, every merchant has to be needs a good bodyguard, right? And like we always see those traveling merchants like traveling with their bodyguards. How cool would it be if like that's us, and we try and like build our empire. And then of course we're going to mix in a little adventuring because we have to gain the items that we sell, right? Somehow. And we can do that through purchasing them. We can also do it through acquiring them ourselves by delving in maybe some dangerous ruins or anything like that. Or maybe that'll get us killed because we bit off more than we can chew too early. We'll have to see. Okay, so I have all these weapons with me. I suppose I should hold on to this orcish maul. It's obviously the most valuable. How much is this stuff worth? Iron hatchet. None of this stuff is worth all that much. We gotta go ahead and sell it off anyway. Look, big steel glaive. How cool is that? I'm gonna hold on to this maul just in case. Apparel. Let's see. Steel boots, steel plates. Or steel plate boots, rather. I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. TBH. And what will you take? Corundum ore, ice wool pelt. That's pretty good. Pretty good price for it, right? Made a couple hundred. He doesn't seem to mind this all that much. Saber cat pelt, snow cat pelt. These are pretty good prices. 65 for someone with like no speech skill. Oh, you know, before I do this, I'm going crazy here. I should be putting points in speech. Very, very dumb of me to even sell any of those items. Here, let's go. Destructive urge. Oh, this is all for shouts. That's all that stuff. Go haggling. Yes, please. Well, oops, we should have done that before we started selling things, but better late than never, I suppose. So we'll take that, and we put a point in conjuration already, did we? Let's see, conjuration. That's way over here. There it is. That's right, we didn't. We got sidetracked. Fundamental conjuration. Alright, let's see what we're gonna get. Summon ghostly wolf. We don't want bound sword or bound dagger. Summon swarm would be nice. Or summon skeletal soldier. I'm thinking skeletal soldier, right? Or should we do ghostly wolf? I'm going skeletal soldier because that sounds cooler to me. Let's do it. Oh, I can choose 2. Dang. Well, okay, maybe we won't do... Because Summon Swarm, I didn't even realize that Conjuration has, like, direct damage spells. If Summon Swarm, like, conjuring, what's it called, like, bugs to go up against people, that would be pretty cool. Let's do that one too, right? Obviously, it limits us with certain types of enemies, but that'll allow us to hurt, what's it called? Most humanoids. They don't have really high poison resistance. Most of them don't, anyway. Alright, and then last one, we got Speechcraft, we got Conjuration, and we want Alteration, because we need magical healing. Basic Alteration. We have Mage Armor, I believe, so we don't need to choose that. Oh, Candlelight and Absorbing Grasp. Ooh. Absorbing Grasp. And I believe now we can focus on... Oh, we can get both of these. We don't need to choose. Sweet. I think there's some additional perks here that'll allow us to... what's it called? Right here. This line will allow us to better use absorption spells, so we can always use that if we want to, and kind of make our character into a... like a more of a sponge where we can reabsorb health and magicka and stamina and all that other fun stuff. Which is cool, all the way up to all-consuming. Absorption spells crackle with undying power. Sounds rad. Sweet. Alright, well, we did all that. We got our perks distributed.
Nothing but genuine fire. What brings you to...
Let's see what difference that made in our purchases. Okay. Selling off wolf pelt. I don't remember what it was before, or the corundum ore. Whatevs. We're gonna go ahead and sell it. It's because we need to be able to walk. It's important. Let's see, yeah, where can I find these fire salts, my friend? Because, I mean, we might as well, like, get quests in these cities and just kind of talk to the populace, because we're going to be spending a lot of time going around these places, you know, in our trade routes.
A flame atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards.
Nice.
Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale.
Thanks. I will do that. They're also very expensive, though, Ballerman, so you better... compensate me properly.
Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference.
Oh, man, I'm having so much fun already. I'm digging this. This, like, new life as a fucking merchant. This is so cool, guys. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am.
Eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
Yeah. Are you a fisherman?
Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fisheries.
Ah.
Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh?
That is actually really good.
I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. And even Nord thinks I'm wasting my time trying. But I disagree.
Man, it's like so many people here in Riften are so dedicated to the future of the city. Maybe we'll make this our home eventually, and then we can be... Maybe we'll have like a change of heart, and instead of being opportunistic merchants, maybe that's what we were all the way from before. We were like a... you know, like a shitty opportunistic merchant, and maybe now we'll find a cause to like change our mind around. Who knows? Also, hey guy, you're kind of interrupting here. Who buys your fish, bully?
I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I'll do it. I mean, like I said, we're going to be traveling around all the different cities anyway, right?
Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are.
Rad. Sweet, I'm excited. Now it's like we already have like a trajectory and like, this is really fucking cool. It's about that time, it seems, as well. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this new character.
Remember to give at the temple.
Well, dude, man, Bully, he's just like a guy after my own heart, this guy. So charitable. And he asked me to donate to the temple afterwards? Jeez. Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying this character trajectory. I'm really looking forward to hearing about what you guys have to say about it. And as always, I will see you in the next episode. So as always, also, thank you so much for watching.